Hello friends, welcome. I just wanted to share this. This is not the carving Peter did, but he did the most beautiful carving of a Scottish black-faced ram. And it was one evening he said, we're going to go to a pub tonight. And we went to a little village between Guildford and Godalming. And it was called the Ram Cider House, I think. And there's more in the article on the website, which should be a link for. Yeah, so we went into the back garden after we got a drink, and Peter got cider, as it was a cider house, but I stuck with a pint of lager. And in the back garden was this beautiful carving of and I being a former shepherd, recognised it instantly that it was a carving of a Scottish blackface ram, and it was amazing. The wool looked so perfect, the head was perfect shape they got a defined shape of their head, and the horns were perfect. Oh, it was just amazing. And a number of years later, this was in '95, he took me there in the summer. But a number of years later, in 2016, I went up to Guildford to do some filming about my awakening, because I had a car at the time. And I travelled down and eventually found this pub, but it looked like it had been sold. It wasn't a pub anymore. It was just a house on this corner. And I just got out of the car and walked round the back on a little bit of road round the back, and couldn't see it there. So it had been sold or moved on somewhere. But I really do hope that in the future that this carving, this chainsaw carving that he did, will, be found. And it'd be great if it can be found and homed in a museum someplace, because, well, it's a carving by the Son of God, and it'd be good to preserve it and look after it for people to enjoy. And I've seen a lot of these wooden carvings. I've been to lots of agricultural shows where they do them. There's a guy locally that does them, and he does absolutely amazing ones as well. And there's some in the park of the Mad Hatter that he did, the local guy. But Peter's was there, it was professional. It was amazing, because Peter had spent a long time in the forests and doing different things. So he was a master with a chainsaw. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen such a beautiful wood carving, chainsaw carving myself, because it was amazing. Anyway, hope you can enjoy it. Come to the website. I'll put a link on the comments for the website, so you can come have a look if you want to read the article. As I say, I just found this image of a Scottish blackface, so this is not the one. Anyway, love and light to you, friends. Have a great day. Neil.